I'm here at the KEBA's headquarters in Austria, Linz, talking to Robert Zehetner. Hi Robert, how are you doing?
Hi Andre.
It's nice to see you again. It's becoming a habit to see each other every week almost.
Yes, you're right.
But anyway, we are here to talk about the anniversary. KEBA is having KEBA locker business is 25 years old, and you have been all the time with KEBA, so you have seen it all. So how do you feel it? How do you see the 25 years history backwards from today?
I think it was a long journey until where we are now, and also if you look back, the starting phase was like a pioneer phase. There was an idea of one of our customers how this could be, the process to deliver parcels not to your home, to a locker. We were involved in that time because we did safe deposit systems for banks over years in the past. One partner of ours said, hey, there is a tender for looking for parcel lockers. It could fit to you. And at that time we tried then to make a solution based on our experience in self-service from banking division, safe deposit system. Then our people made the first prototype and gone to our customers. There was testing phase. It was very interesting at that time. We talk now about out of home. It was now it's clear at that time everybody says was in the industry deliver mail and parcels to home over 100 of years. Not a good idea. It was really an interesting phase. This, let's say, starting phase, also many years, always to convince customers that why they need parcel lockers. It was our most discussions there. We changed totally, of course.
It's a really interesting journey because most of the parcel locker manufacturers are coming from the gym and workspace lockers, but your initial contact was with security deposit lockers in banks, so this is totally different sort of history and very interesting one. Plus you have this automation part with ATMs, and now when I'm thinking about that, this is from technological point, this was definitely very logical that you will combine safe deposit box and ATM interface and then make a locker. But yeah, I believe that 25 years ago to start talking about out of home was really brave thinking. But how much has the industry been changing during that 25 years in your eyes? Is it only scaling up now, maturing, or do you see here also some different changes as an industry? This year, Boston Parcel Expo, we saw parcel locker manufacturers with a whole huge expositions. I made an analogy that we have grown up already. 25 years. This is an adult person.
We are no adult persons. I think what I see here is. Also, if you look to Post and Parcel, I think now it's named Parcel and Post Expo. I think also the whole industry, if you look back to 20 years ago or 10 years ago, the parcel business in many postal companies was also important, but not the main importance. And now it's changing a lot that they let's say adjust their whole infrastructure on the parcel business, and mail is the second area. And also, if you look 20 years back, we thought at that time, if the National Post Organization is doing a parcel locker network, maybe there's no room for a second one, because it's the infrastructure is enough. And if you look now to the total industry customers, of course, National Post Organization are very important, but also other logistics companies, agnostic locker network providers, e-commerce company, all these companies think how they fulfill end users' expectations to have a good delivery journey. And that's what's totally changing. Also, there are also companies doing the whole, how is the checkout at the e-commerce shop. There's so much things. It's always oriented how people can use e-commerce to a good way, and that's why the industry is booming from my point of view.
And since your starting point from the secure deposit box, the security and durability has been one of your trademarks, because KEBA is known for its durability and sustainability. And today morning I was thinking that probably in the market when I'm coming from, the Baltics market, KEBA has the most number of lockers installed in the Baltics market as one manufacturer. So you have very good presence in different European and even non-European countries, I guess.
Yes. What we see is very important is, of course, it's security. It's also, but it's not only the locker itself, also the whole locker solutions, including software and backend, is a very critical infrastructure. It means if there are some defects and the couriers cannot drop off their parcel at the locker, it's a big mess for the logistics companies. Therefore, I think our approach to be here at every stage on a very high quality is a good approach, because it's critical infrastructure. And also make the comparison with some tools. If you drill holes every day, you buy a well-known brand, and if you do it only once a year, then you maybe buy some cheap one. That's why we think it's very important to have here a high quality solution on all aspects. What we see here from IT security, which also becomes more and more important, all the cyber attacks and so on, and also software, and also at the end, of course, also the parcel locker should run without almost any problems all year, also in the Baltics, also in Southern Europe and so on. Yeah.
So and now when we're talking about the product development, you have also came out with your autonomous locksmith solution, but this is not only that you put the battery and solar panel into your existing locker. As far as I know, you redesigned the whole locker from the scratch in order to be power effective.
I think that's a good question. Always we're talking about battery and PV powered lockers, but the most important topic is that you must find a solution, technological solution, starting from the controller, what you need, and the software, that you really need less energy. If you need less energy, then you can decide how to make it autonomous. And also here is, let's say, a big KEBA advantage that we have to the whole KEBA group. We are doing electronics design and manufacturing here also still in Europe, and all our expertise to bring in here from the controller topic also, which operating system, how we, let's say, put the things into sleep modus, how to wake up quite quick. This know-how we brought in this new locker development, and I think that's a big step forward. But I also always think that the autonomous locker is not the only solution, but anyhow, if you have a less consuming locker, you can also use it still by grid. And also here it's very important that also the locker, still if it's autonomous, it works 7 days the whole year. That's very important here.
And there's one more thing. This is for the operators, this is quite a big capex investment to buy lockers, so they have to last long. And in my understanding, KEBA is also exceptional in that sense, that they don't broke up so easily, and they don't corrode and last longer.
Yes, I think if you look in the field, we have guaranteed lifetime of 10 years from our specification point of view. But if you travel through Europe and you look at which locker are standing there around, lockers are much more long in operation, which is maybe not good for reinvestment business, but still we are proud that also my family is always, when we are on vacation, I run to the cities, I always look how is a locker of KEBA, and they always a little bit, let's say, they don't like this so much because it should be vacation, but also here we are very proud that really our lockers still work after years very good and still in operation. That's also, it's our, let's say, brand recognition in the market.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but you have also here in the headquarters, you have sort of innovation team, and looking forward, you have presented already your AI-assisted sort of device to help the process. But what do you think about AI? Is there a possibility we are going to use AI more in parcel locker delivery? Or what will be the future trends? Are we going back to innovate traditional lockers?
I think this AI topic for sure it's actually a totally hype. Also, if you look what we are doing in our office and so on, and I think of course there is room for AI, because also in the parcel locker business we have much data. We and our customers have data in our hands. And of course, with AI, you have a tool when you have much data to find out some trends, some parameters to make the right decisions. And this for sure will also will have a big effect in the parcel locker business regarding preventive maintenance, forecast planning. We showed our AI assistant maybe for post offices. I think that's also a good situation here at the KEBA Group, that we have, on the one hand, we as parcel locker business area have to look for our own innovations and to look at the trends, but also we have a great support from the whole group, that some guys are looking more in the future. There was an innovation lab here, I think you will see it today, and also this helps us that we have a very wide look forward in the future, what things can happen, and also we are now try to find out what's the real fitting use cases where we can use AI for our customers together in this area.
What about the sort of, I'm not asking about your sales numbers, but I think that our industry is in quite a good phase right now, where the customers are growing, and also you have won some new interesting clients, pan-European clients lately, and working with other growing ones. So how do you feel the industry status? Is it growing yet, or what is the stage there?
We see I think the growing started from our point of view already before COVID, and also we still see a growing market. And also if you look to other business areas where sometimes it's a reinvestment business, if you look to the parcel locker e-commerce business, it's still a business where we make new infrastructure. Everybody is still talking about how much more infrastructure they want to put there. So yes, we are compared to other business areas in a very good situation, that the market is booming, which also, of course, if there's a booming market, more competition wants to enter this market. That's also the situation. You mentioned the Parcel and Post Expo. So yeah, it was seen that there are some players which now invest more in this area, which also have gone bigger than the last years, and I think that's the situation. So it's a interesting, very VUCA business, but it's a good situation.
Yeah, thank you, Robert. It has been extremely interesting talking to you, as always. And I wish KEBA happy birthday, and see you next week.
Yeah, thank you. See you.